It's week 3 of the National Football League. And coming up, we'll see Stephon Diggs. He had a standout game 1 week ago with 3 touchdown catches. It's the Bills and the Lions, and it's coming up next.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Today it's week 3, and we've got a good one in store, as it'll be the Detroit Lions taking on the Buffalo Bills. Hello, everybody. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And, Charles, you take a look at the Bills entering play here. It's been a great start to the season, back-to-back wins to begin the campaign.
Yeah, you don't want to get too excited. There's still a lot of season to go, but they've come out playing good fundamental football, and that might carry them a long way.
Meanwhile, for the Lions here, they come in at an early crossroads here, facing a tough opponent on the road where a loss would make them 0-3.
And when you start that way, doubts really start to creep into a locker room, and guys start to battle each other instead of worrying about winning games.
The final weekend of the summer. Hope you're enjoying it wherever you are, as we are off and running on EA Sports. And no run back here, so they'll bring it out to the 25. So here are the Lions now coming out for their opening drive. They're led out by a former number 2 overall pick in the draft from BYU, it's Zach Wilson.
And frankly, this is the type of game that a great quarterback relishes, because 0-2 on the road, everything's against him and his team. No one can expect them to win. Sometimes you band together real tight in that situation, and if he plays really well, they've got a chance to get that done.
And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down. The numbers for him from a week ago: 15 carries, 76 yards.
They put a lot of effort into game playing and establishing this ground game last week, and reward was a nice day rushing the ball. Helped them put a balanced offense out on the field. And that carry is an indicator that this ground game wants to be established again this week.
He's trying to get it to Amon-Ra St. Brown. Third down 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. You look at this Buffalo defense. Right now they're ranked number 29 in the NFL against the pass, so 4th from the bottom, Charles.
Take those rankings, throw them right out the window, because this is what you prepare for, this is what you practice for, this is what you think about. The ultimate test, taking on the number 1 overall offense in the league.
They will run for the first time with David Montgomery. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
A lot of bad news on that play for them, wasn't there? Lost the football, lost a lot of yardage, but I think the good news outweighs it. Able to retain possession. That was big for them.
3rd and long, it's Wilson. And this is going to be incomplete.
One first down here, and that's all, folks. Good work by this defense to hold things in check and force a punting situation.
They punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. This is taken at the 15. And they can't bring him down. A big kick there. We'll call it 56 yards on the punt. And they will take over 1st and 10. For the Buffalo offense coming out, and it is Josh Allen who is at the helm.
And he's off to a tremendous start here through 2 weeks of the season. Already 9 touchdown passes. Everyone wants to come out and generate a little momentum. He's done that and more, no question about it.
Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. And he's able to skip away from that first defender on his way to a pickup of 5. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. On play action, Allen. He finds his man complete. That's Watkins. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. 3rd and 2. They'll try to run for the first down with Hunt, powering forward. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving. Now after the run by Hunt, here's 1st and 10. And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front. And the Bills hit 2-0 here to begin the season. They come in feeling pretty good after back-to-back victories, CD.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution.
There he goes, left side. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. 40 yards rushing so far, and this is just their first possession. They've got a new set of downs here. You were telling me this yesterday. That's exactly what they want to do on the opening drive, establish the ground game.
Yeah, remember our conversation. We were talking about what one of the GMs in the league has told me repeatedly. It's a big man's game, and it's not necessarily size. He's talking about playing some big boy football. Line up, get leverage, knock people back, and establish the run early.
Stephon Diggs, his intended receiver, but it's going to be 2nd down. You talk about this Lions defense. They enter this one 18th in the NFL in stopping the run.
And when people talk about facing a challenge, they are certainly getting one in this ballgame because they are facing the #1 rushing unit in the NFL, which means it's going to be a contest they've got to be prepared for from the first snap.
What would look like a march to the end zone has hit a momentary roadblock with that incompletion. No need to panic. They just got to come up with a high-percentage play call and see if they can get their offense back on track.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. To the air, Allen. And the throw there going to be incomplete. Detroit was up for the challenge through the air. They force a 4th down.
This defense has certainly played well so far in this game, and the coverage has been tight on just about every throw. Forced a few here so far in this game, and now it brings up 4th down.
Allen going to go on 4th down. Escaping the pressure right. They'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Josh Allen hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Bills' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Extra point up and good by Dicker. And that makes the score 7-0. So a nice drive put together there. They go 75 yards in 9 plays. And it was Josh Allen using his legs to polish things off. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. Back onto the field come the Lions for their second overall drive. Defense got the better of them last series, forcing a punt. See if they make a few changes in the game plan here and try to get points out of this drive. 1st and 10. And a short pickup to about the 27. It'll be second down. Nice job there on the tackle. Keep him to the short gain. And, of course, he got some good news this week. He was named AFC Defensive Player of the Week from last week's effort.
And part of the reason he got that award is because of plays like that. Not every play is spectacular. Not every play is for a loss. Make the plays that are in front of you, keep it to short gains, and you pile up statistics.
They'll come up now 3rd and 3. Wilson. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he is going to have a Lions first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. And it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
Tackle made by Tyus Bowser. Well, this defense for the Bills very strong last week as they helped their squad improve to 2-0 on the young season.
And one of the key things you always look for when you're evaluating a defense is how opportunistic are they? How many takeaways do they get per game? And how about last week's game? That number? 6. Absolutely phenomenal performance. They were on top of their game right from the first snap.
Achane on 1st and 10. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Oh, there's plenty of traffic waiting for him up the middle. But give him credit, he tried barreling through anyway. They're fortunate to get a yard out of that one.
Right back to Achane on 2nd down. They follow up the first down 1-yard run with a minimal gain of 2.
What an advantage having a lead guy in the middle of the defensive line, because not only does he take up the space and let the linebackers run free, but he also make plays himself, as we just saw there.
On 3rd down, Wilson. Oh, this will be incomplete. The rush gets home just as he was letting that go. That could have been worse. Instead, it's 4th down. That is inches from the upright. It's no good. Wide to the left, and this will stay at a 7-point game.
Wow, that qualifies as a bad miss because anything inside of 40 should be automatic. That's a big mistake right there.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. This could end up being a pretty big drive. I mean, look, yes, it's early in this game, but they scored the touchdown, they got the stop, and now if they could get in the end zone here again, CD, they could grab an early stranglehold on this one.
Yeah, they certainly can, and that's what you're looking for. Where's the advantage? Can you gain it? Can you press it? Now for them, finishing it off, because right now it's out there for them. They've just got to go seize it.
Keeps himself upright, but now he's swallowed up and taken down. 3rd and inches, and they've got some extra beef up front. 3 tight ends. Now it's Hunt. Still going. Kareem Hunt. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. Kareem Hunt, his 5th rushing touchdown now on the year. And the Bills lead this now 13-0 here in the opening quarter of the ballgame.
We see this a lot on 3rd and short yardage, especially down here in the red zone. They're going to sell out to stop the run, try and hold them to a field goal. But once the running back gets past the first wave, the resistance can evaporate after that. And he not only picks up the first, but he takes it all the way into the end zone.
Extra point try now from Dicker. And it's good, and they have jumped out here to a quick 13-0 first quarter lead. The drive there only spanning 3 plays. And Kareem Hunt, the one to finish it off, as he did so with a touchdown run. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25. So the Lions offense ready to go back out onto the field. They find themselves in a good-sized hole here, and a good-sized hole early on in this game as they come up on first down. Here's A-Chain to begin the drive. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up.
Nice chunk of yards on first down. It really opens up your options for what you want to do on second. You go right back to him and hope he explodes, or sucker the defense in before throwing over the top.
Here's Wilson. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on third down. They go play action with Wilson. Pass to the sideline and pulled in. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45.
For a sure-handed tight end, and he certainly fits into that category. Plus, he's got a quarterback who knows to look his way when they need a big pickup. And on this play, he finds it for the first down.
The Lions with the football here to begin the second quarter, as they've got it with a 1st and 10. To throw is Wilson. And they take him down. The Bills get to him. Tyus Bowser. That is now 2 sacks for him here in this first half.
Well, that's a big defensive stop there, and it takes away a lot of momentum from the offense coming off that big completion the prior snap. Give big credit to the defense for bouncing back.
On second down, a run by A-Chain. And he's across the 40, 3 extra yards to the 43. That'll get a little bit back, give him 5 on the run, and they'll be left with a 3rd and 13. Not an easy spot here. They'll be in search of 13 yards to try to pick up the first. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He's got his target. That's complete. And he's got a first down as the tackle made at the Bills' 38-yard line. A big play there as they get the conversion on 3rd and 13. First down, here's the run to Montgomery. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play there, second down. Throwing is Wilson. Got St. Brown running the quick slant here. Short completion, just 4 yards. And 3rd down and 6 to go. Wilson. Under pressure, and down he goes. They dial up the corner blitz that time, and it delivers to the tune of a 9-yard loss. Here comes the Lions punter now, as he'll punt it away for the second time. Yeah, he was looking for the check-up bounce, didn't get it. That scoots all the way into the end zone now for a touchback. There's the versatile back, Kareem Hunt, getting set with the rest of this offense for the next drive. He's already cruised past the 100-yard mark. We haven't even gone away for halftime yet.
He might not want halftime. All right, why cool off? Keep everybody here. They'll stay out on the field and keep going. But all that being said, everything is really working well for them. The play calling's been excellent. The blocking's been terrific. And obviously his vision and legs have hurdled him to this big number so far. We could be seeing something really special here.
And we'll see how much they give him the ball here. 120 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half. Play action. Now it's Allen. Flush to his right. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. 4 yards there as they let him out of the pocket, and he got enough for the first. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard.
Good yardage there on first down. Exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making first downs, keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry.
And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. DK Metcalf, 30 yards. And the Bills have moved out in front by 3 touchdowns. So, Charles, that's 3 touchdowns on 3 drives, and it's just been an offensive barrage so far.
Great word, partner, using barrage right there. I'm going to add another word if you don't mind. How about perfection? No surprise that they're leading right now. Absolute dominance throughout this ball game, and no signs of slowing down.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Another shot now for this Lions offense. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the second quarter, but you're down.
You don't want to.
No, but let me finish.
Okay, my bad.
You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you just called it desperation time. I think you did. But let's face it, you mentioned this to me in a break earlier in the game. The energy level hasn't been there right from the start. We've noticed that. They've got to find a way to get on their toes and start punching instead of retreating, to use a boxing analogy.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Now Wilson. He'll go right back to St. Brown. And St. Brown going to have the Lions first down as he'll get this up to the 39. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues. Off the play fake, here's Wilson. Forced out to his left. And he'll slide to a halt here, still a little shy of the first down marker. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there at 2nd down. Now it's Wilson. And the Bills are going to get him as he goes down. Tyus Bowser able to record his 5th sack of the season. These sacks now, they're starting to pile up, Charles. And that front 7 defensively, they've had their way with this offensive line.
And I think at this stage, we have to start thinking about different play calls. We've got to start helping this quarterback out because the entire game he's been under siege. I don't care what the down and distance. They've got to get the ball out of his hands a lot quicker.
And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. Here comes the Lions punter now as he's on to kick it away. This is away and a very good kick angled for the sidelines. The Bills offense coming out ready to take over. Right now, everything they touch turns to gold. This is their 4th possession. Touchdowns on their first 3 possessions. I mean, this defense, they can't seem to stop them. It's like they're on skates.
Great analogy, Brandon, because they are pushing them back and winning everything at the line of scrimmage. They've just been laying down tracks towards the opposite end zone. So, to themselves, all they're saying is, if we don't make a mistake, there's no way they can stop us.
Handoff up the middle, Hunt. And he's going to have the Bills first down as he'll take this up to the 38-yard line. Josh Allen, he says that he wants to continue to perfect executing the run-pass option. Looked pretty good there.
And he's put in the minds of all people trying to defend him that his legs create big plays. So guess who benefits?
His running back.
You no doubt about it, and we just saw it there.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. He'll take it past the 40 to the 41, 2nd down.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
And now they'll throw with Allen. It's caught inside the 25. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. A big play here for Buffalo. 45 yards. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come. And did he get the feet down? Yes, touchdown. Brandon Cooks, a 14-yard touchdown. And the Bills are able to add on to their first half lead. Dicker down to tack on the extra point. It's good, and they stretch their lead to 28-0 now. The drive summary that time, 5 plays. And it culminates in a Bills touchdown. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. The Lions now taking over late in this first half. And with a little under a minute remaining, they may try to put something together here just to try to cut into that deficit. They'll throw on first down with Wilson. Complete. Hunter Henry with the grab. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. On second down, Wilson. Right back to Henry, and Henry's got it again. Now you've got to hustle your guys to the line and get them set.
It's a gain of 6.
Throwing now, Wilson on first down. This ball taken in here by Brooks. The Lions now going to use the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. And a big loss here as he's taken down. And the Lions quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. From the shotgun, Wilson. And that is incomplete. So 17 seconds now on the clock here.
Down several scores and playing behind the chains is not the way to have success in this one. Right now, if you're the offensive line, your big concern, protecting your quarterback and give him a chance to try and throw something downfield to pick up the needed yardage.
Third down throw incomplete as well. The passing game not in sync here early. And now it's 4th down.
Well, this first half has not gone according to plan so far offensively or even defensively for that matter. They could use a big-time spark somewhere, but it's not going to come on this drive as they have to punt this one away.
Now Hunt on the return. Nice work on the return as he gets about 15 yards back. And there'll be time for maybe one final play before halftime. And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And this will go as a short gain on what will be the final act of this first half. So we've come to halftime after a very one-sided beginning to this one. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks. And welcome in everybody to our EA Sports Halftime Report. Time for a look around the NFL here in Week 3 of the new year. We'll get started out at GEHA Field at Arrowhead Stadium in Kansas City, where it was definitely a game with some intrigue, as you can see by the scoreline. Kenny Pickett, sharp in the victory, as his guys bounce back from a tough start to the year to claim victory number 1. From there, we head south to Texas to check on the Cowboys at home at AT&T Stadium. And this one going the visitors' way, as the Cardinals have the lead in that one. Kyler Murray has thrown a touchdown pass. Finally, let's get to Philadelphia. Check on the Eagles at home at Lincoln Financial Field. And they've got the lead in that ball game over the visiting 49ers. Alvin Kamara with 2 touchdowns thus far. The Bills were led in the first half by their all-world quarterback, Josh Allen. He threw 2 touchdown passes, ran for another, as his guys have the lead at halftime. Final adjustments being made for the second half. Whether they'll amount to much in a game that's already pretty well decided, well, that's another question. Nevertheless, let's get you back out to Brandon and Charles.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Bills with the lead, and they'll get the football first as the second half is underway. Taken at the goal line. And he returns this to the 22. So here are the Bills to take over. They've won 2 straight, and they lead this one as well as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll start the third quarter on the ground with Hunt. And he'll get this just across the 25-yard line.
I feel like I can see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
Well, this at least is the right idea. I think they've got to get the tight end more involved.
He had just one target in the first half, incomplete. Now incomplete here with the first target of the second half.
Yeah, should not stop them at all from going back to him to find him. Find him.
Eluding the pressure right. He's got it complete to Stephon Diggs. And he is going to have a Bills first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Hunt will try going up the middle. And he's going to have a Bills first down as good running gets him to about the 44.
And he continues to pile up the yardage. That puts him over $150 now. And this defense has really had its problems trying to keep him contained.
56, 56.
On first down, Allen. Flushed out right. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a first down.
First down. First and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Half 85, half 85.
Here's Allen to throw it. Throw complete right side to Cooks. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. Just his second catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains. Whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
Yeah, I have a vision right now of everything that was discussed at the half just being torn in shreds or being erased off of the Microsoft Surface tablets because none of it is working. They are really locked in on offense.
And that's complete to Cooks. And he'll be out of bounds, able to get it down to the 25 there. So they'll get 8 out of that completion, and that'll bring up a second down in just a couple. They run right side with Hunt. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. First down, and they're going to throw with Allen, escaping the pressure right. And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Josh Allen, a 21-yard touchdown run. And the Bills take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Extra point up and good by Dicker. And that makes this 35-0 now. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And he'll very wisely take a knee here as they'll bring this one out to the 25 on the touchback. So we get a look at the Lions offense as they get ready for their first possession of the second half.
Here we go.
Play action. Now Wilson. That'll be caught right side by Reed. That'll give him 8 that time, and they'll be left with second and a couple.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
They go play action with Wilson. That's going to be caught downfield by Reed. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. It's a gain of 34.
The pressure came off of the corner, and while they recognized it and turned it into a big play, I'm looking at the defense on that one because when you do bring extra pressure, you have to rotate someone over for coverage, and I think he was a step too late and gave up a big play.
And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. 49 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries. So 3 plays, already first and goal, and they are wasting little time. Again, it's A-Chain. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal.
On that play, it was the defensive front that won the battle. They out-leveraged the offensive line, got into the backfield, and held them to no gain.
They'll send a tight end in motion right. On 2nd down, Montgomery. And he stopped immediately there. Call it no gain that time, and now it's 3rd and goal. So they tried runs on 1st and goal and 2nd and goal, got stonewalled. Now from here, they've got to throw, right?
I would think so, and I would think you also maybe want to come up with something different in terms of formation. Maybe spread things out a little bit. Even though you're down near the goal line where things are tight, get it spread out a little bit and try and find.
And in for the Lions, touchdown. Amon-Ra St. Brown, a 9-yard touchdown grab. And the Lions are able to at least get one score back. Well executed there offensively. Defense looked a little confused, but he found his receiver, and that one good for 6 points.
And the payoff we just saw there tells us how many times they ran this play in practice over the past few weeks, because they executed that flawlessly right here on game day when the situation arose.
Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off. Breaks through the contact. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. Kareem Hunt and the rest of the offense making their way back out there. He's had a good performance, moved the ball effectively on the ground. Of course, he has the 1 touchdown.
And when you're able to move it as effectively as you've described, that leads to finding a way into the end zone, and now he's just trying to do it for a 2nd time. And, of course, with that comes additional yardage.
Yeah, looking for additional yardage, and again, that 2nd score here in the 3rd quarter. Now 2nd and 8 at the 32-yard line. Allen. This is caught. It's Cooks. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 22 yards there, a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
They'll run with Hunt. And he works free. And a stiff arm made it a pretty little run. Not a huge gain, but a nice chunk of yardage.
Now, that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job, and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've got to hit the jackpot there.
It'll be a pickup of 4, good enough to earn him yet another 1st down. Hands it off out of the gun. And he's going to take this one down to the 25. A solid run on 1st down, gain of 7, leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
Throwing now is Allen. Flush to his right. That escapes the sack. Oh, he stays. And he's going to lose a yard or 2. Taken down behind the line. It's a loss of a yard, so they'll wind up crediting him with a sack, and it brings up 3rd down.
I know I'm supposed to do the analysis here, but I've got to ask, how did he stay alive that long in the pocket?
Yeah, great footwork, which we know he has. If he would have been able to stay alive, get rid of the ball, or run for some yardage, he would have had a very unhappy defensive coordinator, I believe.
No doubt about that.
And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5. Matt LaFleur loudly voicing his objections to that previous call. He's going to throw out the red challenge flag. Did he keep those feet in bounds? That's the question they've got to decide. And I got to say, watching it in real time, it was awfully close.
Yeah, it certainly looked like a heck of a catch because he didn't appear to bobble it, which could complicate things. But even with the benefit of replay, that's pretty tight.
Well, here's the call. Winds up a very good call there defensively to challenge that one, as that now will wind up an incomplete pass. So after 5 touchdowns offensively, hey, maybe it's time to get the kicker a little work, and he's able to connect there.
I love that empathetic side of you. You're worried about him getting some action, getting to be a part of the game. Well, he got in and got it done.
Here's the Bills kickoff unit now as they will send this one away. And Detroit getting set to go now. Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here, maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that, because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual.
They'll try the middle with Montgomery. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
Well, we saw a lot of negative plays that resulted in plenty of lost yardage in the first half, and that trend is continuing here.
These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. Here's Wilson. And they take him down. The Bills get to him. Chase Young drops him for a 4-yard loss there, and that brings up 4th down. Before they can get the punt away, whistles as we've come to the end of the 3rd quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now here on EA Sports. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. They'll try and throw for it with Wilson. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. Now this is picked up by the Bills. And they take over. They'll set up shop at the 46-yard line.
And with that kind of a deficit, you can't afford to make any kind of mistakes. But it's been pretty symptomatic of what we've seen all game with them, isn't it? Down this big in the 4th quarter.
You'd say an afternoon to forget, absolutely. Allen's throw taken in there by Cooks. Cooks flashing the footwork. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. That'll go as a pickup of 32 on the catch and run. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now Allen. And he rifles one incomplete. A CD, they're up big, but they're still passing it. I mean, this is an offense that's had a lot of success in this game, and it seems like they're just having fun out there.
And it does feel like there's been a shift out there, doesn't it, partner? Listen, if you're up, you can continue to do what you want to do. It's up to the other team to make you change how you do things. They'll continue to throw it around until stopped.
They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. Pretty good little 2-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or two because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel sub packages, don't they?
Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Whether that's a little grabbing, a little hand fighting, by any means necessary on 3rd down, he was able to get the job done in the secondary and swat that one away.
And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. And that is caught. Touchdown, Buffalo. Brandon Cooks with his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Bills are closing in on a 3rd straight victory to start the campaign. And we remember, of course, all scoring plays need to be verified upstairs, and I think they're going to at least take a look at this. So take away the touchdown there, as that's going to be ruled an incomplete pass. On 1st down, Wilson. He dumps it off to A-Chain. And he goes down at the 26, a pickup of 13, and that last play began at the 13. 1st down. But this game well in hand. Perhaps we are seeing the coverage lighten up a little bit as they got burned there a bit for a 1st down.
Well, we certainly know the coach isn't happy along the sideline because he certainly wants him to finish this one out the way.
Pressure comes, and Wilson's going to go down. Chase Young able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
Guys with his talent in the pocket aren't supposed to be getting hit like this, and you know an intense conversation with the offensive line is going to occur after this one. Might not be from him, but the offensive line coach had plenty to say about this game.
Now, meanwhile, here's a second down throw that's knocked away and incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
On third down, they go Montgomery. And a short pickup here as he'll get up to about the 22-yard line. Just a gain of 2 there, and it's going to bring up a fourth down. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. Now this aired out deep for Reed. And incomplete on the deep ball. The Lions turned away on fourth down. And the Bills are going to take over in excellent field position. Here's Allen on 1st and 10. Touchdown! Dawson Knox. A 22-yard touchdown grab. And the Bills add another 6 points to what's going to be a blowout victory. Boy, he has been fun to watch throwing the football in this one. It's certainly not fun for that defense, though, Charles. Now up to 4 touchdown passes in this ball game. Yeah, we're supposed to be neutral, but I'm feeling their pain right now because he has absolutely carved up this secondary. A clinic on how to attack the defense and take them out of the game. Extra point up and good by Dicker. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. Here's the Bills kickoff unit now as they will send this one away. And this will not be returned. It's a touchback, and they'll begin at the 25. Now the Lions offense, they get ready to head back out there. And they unfortunately are staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here in the fourth quarter. This would be their 3rd straight defeat. Now Wilson on 1st down. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone. Well, it just seems like all game long there hasn't been a lot of sync quarterback to wide receiver on this side of the football. They haven't been on the same page, quarterback and receivers. Heck, they haven't been on the same grease board when you draw plays up. They haven't been on the same surface tablet that you look at on the sidelines. Nothing's worked for them. They've got to find a way to start matching each other's movements. Here's 3rd and 3. To throw is Wilson. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he is going to have a Lions 1st down, I do believe. Yes, he's got it by about a yard there on 3rd and 3. Throwing now, Wilson on 1st down. They set up the screen to A-Chain. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. 7 yards there on the 1st down screen play. Good call there on 1st down. And, Brandon, I'm getting better over the years at not screaming out, screen, screen, screen with my defensive training. They want to keep those pass rushers honest, and they did so there, and they wind up picking up positive yardage. Meanwhile, Wilson's throw going into the hands of Williams. That his first catch so far. They've held him under wraps, but he's got a 1st down there.
And the Lions 1st down.
Throwing again here, Wilson. And the Bills are going to get him as he goes down. Tyus Bowser, who else? He's in there for his 4th sack of the afternoon. We all know he's one of the better quarterbacks in the league, but definitely not today. His team trailing by multiple touchdowns and a late sack. Just a parting gift from the defense for him to take back to the locker room with him. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Now Wilson. Got St. Brown running the quick slant here. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one. I think this comes under the heading of until they stop him, why not go back to him? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection. Now Montgomery, he's got it on the draw. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th. Here comes the Lions punter now, as he's on for the 5th time here today. He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. Now this is fielded in the end zone. And this doesn't quite work out as well as planned. They'll forfeit a few yards as he's tackled just past the 15.
Here's the Buffalo offense now as they get set to take over here.
This has really just been a lopsided affair. What a performance they put on, and now they get the football back here with a big lead in the fourth quarter. In the past, we might be discussing dinner plans, talking about steak and sushi, whatever the case is, CD. This ball game is pretty much well in the books.
Yeah, we really could have started bringing up dinner a long time ago if we wanted to, partner. And I think a few of the guys out in the field are already making plans for the evening.
14 yards, and the Bills will get a new set of downs.
Partner, I have to tell you, just one word keeps coming to mind from watching them this afternoon, and that's impressive. They have been impressive from the opening kickoff, and they haven't let up here even into the fourth quarter.
Yeah, he did not want to go down there as he carries tacklers for a solid gain of 9. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Bills football here as we get you reset. They've got a second down now as they look to salt this one away.
From the 43, here's second down and a yard.
Being chased out left. And he goes out of bounds. It looks like right at the 50. 8 yards that time, able to take off, and the result is a first down. So Allen's going to look to throw. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's second down. Well, up big here in the fourth quarter, up really big. That pass and incompletion, I don't think they needed the completion, but Charles, this is an offense right now that they're just having fun. They're clicking on all cylinders.
Yeah, you're right. They didn't need a completion. They certainly don't need any more points. But they're not going to turn them down. They're going to continue to run what they have in their playbook, and they still want to run it efficiently.
7th play of the drive, forthcoming on 3rd and 8.
He rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked up by Chris Barnes. And the Lions will take over possession here up at the 44.
Well, they get a fourth quarter pick. A little something to hang their hat on, I guess.
Okay, so let's face it, though. Who's happy about this play? Fantasy guys, right?
Yeah.
The analytics will tell you one thing or another. That's a bad play on one hand, a good play on the other, but it's all about the fantasy points here.
Yeah, because this ball game is over. On second down, here's Wilson.
Right back to Henry, and Henry's got it again.
A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a first down.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
As soon as he leaked out and began his route, someone on the defensive side broke with him and arrived just in time to separate him from another reception.
Now a 2nd and 10.
Wilson. Then drops it incomplete, and their struggles continue here.
This has been a rough one, to put it mildly, for him. And after this one's done, you just feel like in the post-game press conference, this team's going to have a lot of questions and definitely not a lot of answers.
On 3rd down, Wilson.
And that one too wide and incomplete.
Sometimes it's just not your day. There's another failure right there on 3rd down.
Here comes the Lions punter now as they're forced to kick for the 6th time today. And this one goes angling out of bounds, and it will be spotted inside the 30-yard line. Here's the Buffalo offense now as they get set to take over here.
Well, they came into this one with a vision, Charles, and it has played out exactly as they had hoped, if not even better. They've got the huge lead here, and now the football for the final moments of the fourth.
Yeah, and it was apparent that they were the better team, right? We figured that out pretty early.
Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages.
Hunt. Oh, good move. And he gets halfway there from the 4 to the 2 on a gain of 2. And what are the whistles for? Timeout. So they'll stop the clock here in a game that's been decided in the closing seconds. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. And Allen is actually going to throw it here. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. Now it's looking incredibly likely to be a 3-0 start to this season. That is obviously excellent. 2-0 is one thing. 3-0, you really have some momentum.
And now they're serving notice to the rest of the league that they're a pretty darn good football team. Confident, aggressive, attacking at all times. This looks like a team that you're going to have to deal with. And guess what? Behind closed doors, they're trying to figure out ways to get better.
Here's the Bills kickoff unit now as they will send this one away. And he'll very wisely take a knee here as they'll bring this one out to the 25 on the touchback. One last shot for Wilson. Short pass caught by Henry. And he'll be taken down here, and that is how this one is going to come to an end.
Well, this was a blowout supported by both sides of the ball today, Charles. It would be easy to look at the offense and say, man, they were clicking, and they were, but don't forget about the effort by this defense as well.
Yeah, they weren't going to let up just because the lead was saved. They wanted to play as big a part in this game as their offense did in making this blowout. They needed to be noticed as well, and they played accordingly.
So for Buffalo, it's an ideal start as they move to 3-0 now on the young season. And they'll get another home date next week as the Raiders will come to town. Meanwhile, for the Lions, the early struggles continue as they'll sink to 0-3. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves next week at home against the Chicago Bears. So that'll do it for my partner, Charles Davis, and the best darn crew in the industry. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. With that, we say so long, everybody.